a problem that happens with favorites management, not only on Garmin devices but also on smartphone navigation apps, is that your favorites get messed with. And what do I mean by that? Well, for example, on Garmin devices and TomTom, there's this very annoying thing that happens where you're trying to go to a very specific spot that is not exactly on a road, and there is I'm putting big quotation fingers on this one, a feature called Snap to Road. So, and I'll explain to you what that means. For example, if you wanted to go here, but you try to go here and it keeps snapping to the road, whether you touch the map on the screen or you try to set a favorite, it's like, I want to go here, and the navigation app or the Garmin or TomTom says, oh no, you mean here, right? And it keeps doing this over and over and over and over again, and it's extremely frustrating. Well, I'm going to give you a workaround for that. Not a solution. This is a workaround. And before I give you that workaround, the worst thing that can happen, and this happens on smartphones specifically, is that you update your navigation app because it tells you to. Oh, here's an update. I guess I should update. So you do, and blammo, your favorites are gone. All the favorites you marked, gone. There could be, even whether it's a handful, 20, 50, hundreds. There are even some people that have thousands of favorites. And can you imagine marking even just 100 favorites, even just 50, and then updating your app, and you go in there and no, sorry, gone. Yeah, that would pretty much ruin your day, if not your whole month. Well, this is the workaround for that. The only way to do this, and again, this is not a solution, workaround. The only way to truly back up your favorites is to manually put them in a text file or write them down on a piece of paper. So, and yeah, that's ridiculous. But, hey, if you do it this way, you don't lose them. So, it's a way to do it. But of course, you don't want to write out the entire address and the entire zip code and all this. That would take forever. So what is the shortest possible way? The shortest possible way to get a location written down or put into a text file. And I'll show you how to do it with Notepad. This is good old Windows Notepad. That's been around ever since Windows 1.0. Still in Windows 10. And assumedly in Windows 11 too. I mean, it must be, right? Anyway, is you use coordinates. Now, I've mentioned coordinates before, but this is what I call shorthand coordinates. I'll give you an example, and here's where I start telling you how to do it. Okay, here is Picnic Island Park in Tampa, Florida. Okay, and I want to enter right here. Now, I've actually been here before several times, so I know, I mean, there's no other way to get there. You can't get there by boat or anything. So what happens is that this is not a particularly easy place to get to, because you come down south on usually through Interbay Boulevard, and if you've ever been here, you know what I'm talking about, because you notice how it says Chevron Bulk Terminal here. So you're driving down this road and it looks like you're in the middle of nowhere, and then you take a little turn right here. Now this is the part that really screws people up, because it looks, and it is, this big refinery looking thing, but then you just take a turn and oh, there's this lovely little park down here. Oh, how nice. Well, anyway, it's here. So, and I'll just put on the layers to show you. So it's, yeah, there's all the industry and everything, and then you go buy all that, and oh, hey, how nice. But this is the starting point. So I right click this. Now I'll show how to get this on GPS coordinates net. I'll get to that in a second. So I right click this and it gives me the coordinates, and I left click it. But when it says copy to clipboard, when I go to paste this, it's huge. Oh my God. Well, we don't want to write all this down, do we? So how do we shorten this? You can actually shorten it to just 4 places after the decimal, and you'll get there. You will. Now, what I'll do here is I'll go ahead and take this whole thing and paste this so you can see where the pin is. Okay, there is the pin for point of reference. Let's go back here. So what we're going to do here is round the number to 4 places after the decimal. So we've got the first part, the decimal. What is this? That's latitude, right? Let me check. Yeah, latitude. So the first number is latitude. So you look at that one first, and 8609. Okay, so there's a 7 after that. So this would actually be 8610 because after 9 comes 10. So I'm going to remove all this and just 10. And then we go to the longitude, and 4 places after the decimal is 5466, and it's a 4. Now if it was a 5, I would change this 6 to a 7, but from 0 to 4 we leave it as is. So there we go. 27.8610.82.54.66. I'm going to paste this in here, and we'll see how far off this pin moves. So I'll paste. Let's see what happens. Just a little bit. How far did it move off? Maybe about 10 feet, 20 feet, something like that. A few meters, if you're a metric type of person. This will get you there. This will get you there. Now the point is, what we have here is, what is this? 12 digits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 digits. You could almost commit this to memory. Some people could. I actually do remember a few of them just from going to certain places so many times. So all we have to do here is Picnic Island Park. That's it. That's all we have. And that's all you need. So you could type this into your navigation app or use the coordinates lookup feature in a Garmin Nuvie or DriveSmart, and you can get there. And this is the shortest possible way. I looked at all of them. Everything, I said, okay, how can I get this as short as I can so I could write this on a memo pad and tape it to the dashboard of the car? Or if I wanted to put this as a little memo file in my smartphone, if I needed to look up something, or just something where I could just make a list. This is the shortest possible way to do it. I can't think of anything shorter, because if you use degrees, minutes, seconds, it's actually more than 12 digits. 12 is the shortest. That gives a resolution that's only off by maybe about 10 to 25 feet. Good enough? Yep, definitely good enough. That works. Now, if we're doing this from gps-coordinates.net, what you can do in here is just look up an address. So if I go here, now there's no address here, but if I X this out and I actually zoom back a little bit and I actually click on the park name here, I will get the address. So I'm just going to copy this whole thing, copy to clipboard, and I will paste this into here and get coordinates. And it shows it right here. It also shows it in right here. So you have latitude, longitude. Okay. Now if I scroll up a little bit, and where's the zoom on this? Oh, it's down here. Let's zoom in nice and, now this is using Apple Maps, which is weird on because I'm using Windows for this, but you know, it works. Okay, so let's X that out. So that's where it's showing the pin, and that is accurate, by the way. Apple Maps and Google Maps, you know, some will show the little road coming down here and some won't. If I actually click on the layers and do a hybrid, oh no, this is not the same location. What is this? Oh, I'm glad this happened, because this is what happens when you're using different things to trying to figure out. Oh, okay. There's Picnic Island. Oh, I see where it's showing it. Well, that is odd. Let's try this. I'll get that location again. I will paste it. Can I do it this way? Paste that. Go. Get address. I think we're seeing an example of snap to road here. That's not cool. Oh, can I mark a different point? Oh, I can. I can click. Oh, thank God. I can click around on the map. Okay. That's better. Well, that's better than nothing. Come on, show me a hybrid. Oh, wow. It's slow to load. Yeah, see, that's right in the industry. Right. Let's see if I can zoom in on that. Yeah, that's where I don't want to be. Yeah, that's commerce. There's Picnic Island, right? Yeah, I see it. I see you. Picnic Island Boulevard, and right there. There we go. Got my point. Okay, and go back to standard so I can read that. Okay, better. 26860. So it's giving me this huge thing again, which again, that we can shim this down all the way to 4 digits after the decimal point. So 86097, which would be 8610, and then 5466, same thing. And if I press enter, does it work? Let's try get it. Oh wait, no, I gotta put it down here. 278610 825466. Get address. Okay, it actually shortened it because there's a 0 at the end. It actually showed it as 2. Yeah, you'll see the same thing. It only, and now it shows it properly. Oh God, that's funny. I'm leaving this in the video totally, so you can see kind of my frustration with this stuff, just to try to get accurate coordinates to say, okay, this is where I want to go. You know, and while I'm at it, let's try Bing Maps. Let's just try Bing Maps, and let's just see what happens with this. Okay, so Picnic Park, yeah. Just so I can get there quick. Alright. Now we will do an aerial. Alright. And get rid of that. So there, yep, I see it. Right there. And if I right click that point, yep, there it is. 27/8, basically the same coordinate, copy. Go back here, and if I was to paste it, is it the same thing? Yeah, basically the same thing. This one turns to 8610, and this one turns, well actually this one would turn to 5467. So where would that land me? Let's find out. Paste. Oh, okay, so instead of over here, it's over here. Still the same thing. I would suggest experimenting between Google Maps, GPS-coordinates.net, and Bing Maps, just to see what you can do, which one is most comfortable for you. Now, while we're here, I will go ahead and pick a totally different location. Totally different. Let's go all the way to New England. Where should we go? Oh, I showed this before. Yeah, is this the one on Ocean Drive? I want to find that spot. I don't remember. I think it was down here. It's the Cliff Walk. Maybe I can find it. Oh, I can. Okay, Cliff Walk. Alright, there's the Cliff Walk. But there is a parking area. There it is, Wetmore Ave. Ha, good, I found it. So we'll do an aerial. Yep, that's definitely it. This Wetmore Ave in Newport. Yep. There's a you can see cars here. This is a parking area if you want to start the Cliff Walk right here. Hence why when I go here, and I have been here as well, this is why I go there. Anyway, let's go ahead and go back to road, and I will right click right about here, and I will get my coordinates. I will copy that. That was a right click and a left click on copy. I'll do it again just to, oops, get out of there, get out of there. I'll try that again. Okay, so a right click and a left click on copy, and it says copied, and back to Notepad. So I'll call this one Cliff Walk Parking and paste. Shorten this one to 12 digits. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it ends with a 6. So this would be 4672. And West 71 3027 with a 7 after it. So this would be 3028. I will copy and paste this in here just to check to see where the pin is dropped. Good enough. It's just off the road, and that's fine. The Garmin will navigate me here. Any smartphone app would navigate me here. Not a problem. So in closing, okay, what we have here is 2 backed up favorites. Waypoints is what they're supposed to be called, but most people call them favorites now. Written out in the shortest possible way. If you have locations that you absolutely need to save, and more importantly, it would really suck if you lost them, it would really ruin your day if that happened, I strongly suggest use this method. It will be tedious at first. It's like, oh God, I got to do this. I got to do tiny little bit of math by doing a rounding to 4 digits after the decimal. Oh my God. However, bear this in mind, and this is what I will end with. Technology changes, addresses change, street names change, business names change, a lot of things change, but coordinates do not. This and this will be exactly the same today, tomorrow, next month, next year, next 5 years, next 10 years. It doesn't matter. As long as there are GPS satellites in space and the grid is operational, and it's not going to go down anytime soon, these will always work. And it will always take you to the exact same spot every time. That is why this works. That is why it's the best way to back up your favorites.